Today we're in the middle of New York City down in Hell's Kitchen at Alex Grey's studio with Alex Grey in the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors. And we're talking today about his psychedelic artwork. First off, how'd you get started? How did you come into doing this?
If by what you mean this in terms of reflecting a psychedelic worldview, then that happened when I took acid back in 1975. I also met my wife on the same trip, which really became a turning point. My whole life became like a path, and I changed my name to Grey because I was in the dark going toward the light, and what was connecting those things was all these shades of gray, you know?
Now, are these pieces made under one trip? Is there one trip per piece, or do you trip a couple of times to get exactly what you're looking for each piece?
Well, that's interesting because I have to say I don't really necessarily, I mean, I have made this intention a few times, but usually I'm not tripping, searching for visions necessarily, you know, that I'm going to paint, you know, like I'm snatching visions, because that seems like a kind of spiritual materialism, you know, like you're just going to see God because he gives good painting, you know. I don't know.
So you would describe these as the visions that come to you that you feel like expressing?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Must be a great sense of accomplishment when you get done with one of these and you can stand back and look at it as a completed piece.
Well, that's partly what you go for. It's really true, the thrill of it coming together.
Now, what do you hope that the normal person that comes and never seen your artwork, has never been exposed to anything you do, what do you hope that they get out of this place when they come into the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors? What do you hope that they take home out of this experience?
Well, we've created this space. None of these pieces are for sale. This is a place where people can hopefully get a glimpse of their own divine nature, you know. The symbols we use are trans-denominational. We use multiple, all the wisdom paths are welcome and included. This is trying to posit what might be a kind of 21st century spirituality, where we try to see the truths that run through all the different wisdom traditions, find their mystic core, and celebrate that. You know, celebrate what unites us, and to provide pictures that integrate a spiritual nature and science. That the whole of evolution is something of cosmic intelligence that we are part of. We are expressions of a creative energy. This is really a cultural center that at least also embraces, among the varieties of spirituality, the psychedelic or entheogenic worldview.
Do you have any pieces that you're working on right now? Any pieces in progress?
Yeah, I'm still working on the piece that was on the Tool album, The Net of Being, and that's over in the studio. But a recent piece that's on exhibit here is the Dr. Hoffman piece. This piece is about the inventor of LSD, Dr. Albert Hoffman, and the painting is titled St. Albert and the LSD Revelation Revolution. And here he's holding a kind of tripping model of the molecule LSD. I wanted to tell you about this painting called Gaia. It was based on a vision that I had the day that our daughter was born back in 1988. So I painted it in 1989, I sold it to a collector, and it was published in Sacred Mirrors, and the Beastie Boys used it on an album and stuff. And then after 9/11, I started getting emails from people. And they said, hey man, did you know that you had like 2 airplanes here, and the Twin Towers, and that there was somebody who looked a lot like George Bush standing next to a dick embracing a terrorist? And that kind of freaked me out, actually.
Well, thank you very much for talking with me today.
You bet, Luke. Thanks for coming by.
It was a great trip. I really enjoy your artwork. It was very nice meeting you. This is
Thank
Lucas for the Purply Grotto. We're out of here.